Hey everybody, how's it going out there today? Hope everybody's having a great day. Thanks for joining me for my new segment, 3 Minutes with Stepdaddy Cash. So I want to talk to you a little precautionary tale, a little tell you about my story, and before we get into that, be sure you smash that subscribe button down there and hit that like button for me. I much appreciate it. So this week I was cruising through Maryland, and the D.O.T said, I hit my pre-pass with the red light. I went on in. I was like hardly any weight. I think I had about 8,000 pounds left in the trailer. I was working a multi-stop load, and they got me up on the scale, and then they said, hey, pull around back. So I said, okay, sure, why not? I ain't got nothing to hide. I got this figured out, baby. So I pull around back, and Barney Fife comes out. This little guy, he probably weighed about 80, 90 pounds, soaking wet. I mean, literally looked like a young Barney Fife. I'm not just making fun of the guy. I'll give you an idea of what he looked like. He comes out there and he says, level 3, we're going to hit you. And I said, all right, come on. I got my, already got my book, my log book. Everything's ready to go. And I give him the paperwork for the load, the trailer registration. I mean, everything. And everything's going good. Everything's going good. And then they proceed to give me all my stuff back, and because they can't find nothing. And then what they do is they proceed to go through my logbook for 55 minutes. They went through my logbook. I timed it because they gave me all my stuff back, and I looked at my watch and I was like, well, that wasn't bad. That only took about 20 minutes. And then they proceeded to say, wait in your truck. We'll come out to you. 55 minutes later, they come out there and they had questions about 2 different things. Number 1 was they said, why on this particular day did you have multiple breaks throughout the day that were more than 2 hours long? And I explained to them, well, if you will look on there, before every one of those breaks, there's an on duty for, putting a truck in a dock door, and then, the company to unload me. So that was a multi-stop day at multiple grocery warehouses, and never one of them seemed to take forever to unload. So, I worked like a 12-hour day, and it was funny because I had sent a picture of that logbook screenshot to my buddy and said, what a day. It was like a 14-hour day, and the work time was like an hour 50. I mean, I literally drove an hour and sat, and docked the truck 3 times and did a pre-trip. It was nothing. It was like, just sitting around all day. So I explained that to them. Then they said, okay. They leave again. And this was about 30 minutes into it. They come back 25 minutes later and say, hey, what about this one day here where you have I had a section, it was like 3 hours, 45 minutes. That was off duty, but I switched locations. And I explained to them that was a logbook malfunction. And the logbook did not malfunction until the end of the day when I was hitting sleeper berth. So apparently when I went to leave out on that 3 hour and 45 minute drive, the logbook did not click into the drive line. It stayed on off duty. I don't know why it did it, but as I was going down the road, it was showing me the drive time I had left. So I stopped. And normally what happens with Keep Trucking Motive is the next day, or whenever I go to sign that logbook, it'll say, hey, you have unclaimed drive time, and I claim it and go on about my day. This never did that. And honestly, I didn't think about it the next day. And so like 2 days later, I get this inspection. I explained it to them. It was a logbook malfunction. They gave me a citation. They gave me a violation for that. Yeah. I haven't had a violation in 8 years, and they got me for a form and manner violation, saying I should have put a note in there, and I didn't. And first of all, this guy tried to tell me I should have went on paper logs. And I said, sir, I could not go on paper logs. This happened at the end of a day. If you look at it, that's the end of my day. So I would have had to known beforehand that something was going to happen and have been on a paper log during the day. And as DIY pointed out, I couldn't have done that because then I would have been running 2 log books. So, that's right. I couldn't have been on paper logs that day because the log book was working when I was using it. This malfunction happened at the end of the day. For some reason, I don't know what happened to it. But anyway, got a violation. The moral of the story is I got a violation for not noting that the e-log had malfunctioned, whatever. I did ask the officer, I said, this doesn't make the public any safer writing me a ticket. I explained that to him. I also explained to this guy that while I was sitting at the weigh station, I saw multiple trucks go through missing mud flaps, lights out. I broke basically very nicely. I wasn't rude about it, but I said, while I've been sitting here for over an hour while you go through my logbook with a fine-tooth comb, I've seen multiple trucks go through here with violations. Basically to imply, quit picking on the good guy. I do pre-trips. I do post-trips. But see, that's the thing. It's not about public safety. It's about money. Okay? Money. That's what it's about. So, the reason I'm bringing this up and the reason I'm doing this video is because just to let everybody know, keep your logbooks high and tight right now. Almost every weigh station I've went through recently has had trucks pulled around back. They seem to be working real hard these days. Multiple states, almost every state I've went through has had the weigh stations open and working. So just watch your logbook real close. Make sure you're doing a good pre-trip. I don't know. I seen trucks going down the road with flat tires this week. I seen a guy that literally didn't have any lights on the back of his trailer. No D.O.T. lights, no tail lights, no brake lights, and you just cruising down the road like that. And but hey, I'm the guy. I'm the guy that gets the violation, because I didn't note something in a logbook. That one little note was the only thing. He went through that logbook for about an hour and 20 minutes or so. I was there total, maybe an hour and a half. Yeah, but the big problem was I didn't note that. Yeah, that was the big problem. So, first violation I've had since 2014. Haven't had a violation in 8 years. Almost 9 years. Yeah. And they're going to get me on some BS like that. I don't know. It really rubs me the wrong way. But, either way. Just a little precautionary tale. Just wanted to throw that out there for everybody. Stay safe. Be good to one another. Take care of each other. Remember, people are more important than trucking. Bye. Hey, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Just want to talk to you a little bit about a company I'm partnering with. Mighty Products, spelled M-Y-T-E-E. You flatbed guys probably already know them. They are huge into flatbed, straps, tarps, everything, toolboxes. I mean, they sell everything for trucking. Go check them out. Links are down there in the comments and in the description of the video. Check it out. I really appreciate them reaching out and wanting to work with my channel. It helps me out tremendously if you shop through my link. I would much appreciate it. And let me know what you think about them if you do buy something from them. Thanks. Appreciate your feedback.